David Beerman is here talking to the MPs, but he's also going to be talking to Grey Power and a whole lot of other people that have got an interest in what all this means as we get older. But he's a very interesting man because he not only studies the endocannabinoid system, which is the imperative health primitive we all really should be talking about. Cannabis is a nutraceutical. It is not a dangerous drug. Recently, a friend of mine passed away, a really good musician friend of mine. Some of you will know of him, Steve Gainsford. And I can tell you that Steve benefited from cannabis, even though it was a terminal disease. He had pancreatic cancer and knew he was going to die. It certainly made his end of life tolerable. Remember this, that drug policy is not just about cannabis. It's about all that other crap that the elephant in the room is drug policy. We used to get thousands of people turning up to events in Cathedral Square, but this is the Square of Martyrs, right? Cramner, Ridley, which is Cathedral Square, and of course where we are here, people died, put their names on these parks, and they've died for what they believed in. They were martyrs to a fabulous cause, cognitive liberty.
Real stories. Yeah, shout out J&H, one big tribe in the house. I was lost, but now I'm found. Froze like frost, but now I'm down to set off those bombs around my town and explode beyond. Surround my sound with those so sick that they just in hell. Conviction as if they were just in jail. Lived in house, I wished them well. Hits inflict on the Richter scale. I was walking around with my head to the ground, stressing about everything now. Thinking one way would be best to get out the mess we're around. Guess I'll be down to check if there's anything left on the ground. Ain't no gigs, but the sets come around. Soldiers and tanks with vests up in town, no vets for bit. They're just as proud, living out my life day to day. Not caring less if I fade away from speaking my mind straight away. Each time I try to erase the page, stuck in my heart, blazed away. Stopping my life remain the same. Up in my mind, I'd stay for days, but I aim to say that I'm an MC, the best scene with more sense and less green. Investing in my best dreams that most heard and the rest seen. Yes, me and D, O's are the most intense weed. Buds, like I say, one of my best friends. Leaves that will leave me stress-free. Feeling as if I'm on top of my game. Taking each moment like shots to the brain. Free from feeling lost in the days and properly paid. Locked in a cage, even though I can honestly say all those things that got in the way, it probably made it possible for me to have even got it a day. I was lost, but now I'm found. Froze like frost, but now I'm down to set off those bombs around my town and explode beyond. Surround my sound with those so sick that they just in hell. Conviction as if they were just in jail. Lived in house, I wish them well. Hits inflict on the Richter scale, that's just my tale.
So here, I'll hand you over to Paula.
Thanks, Freya. Can you hear me?
Get right on the microphone.
Okay. I was going to do a thing about know your rights, and but I'll keep it short because it kind of looks today it's a different crowd today, and it looks like some of you may have even had a tangle with the police and you already know your rights. But for those who haven't, just remember when you walk away from here that you have to engage with Hypocrisy 101. If the cops say to you, have you been smoking cannabis, don't say yes, because that immediately gives them the right to turn your pockets out, go through your bags, and anything else that they feel like practically at the time. So, you know, that's the worst thing that is children learning to be honest and getting themselves in the shit when it comes to dealing with the police asking questions. So just remember that also, if you do manage to get yourself in the shit, and you're in the gun for making a statement, the best thing you can say as your statement is, I will make my explanation to the court, and I will not make a statement at this time, thank you. So that works. It works. So remember that, please. Just those two things. You can so easily have your pockets turned out and your bags searched and your cars or anything if you admit to it. And if you say, I'd rather make my explanation to the court, thank you very much, I don't wish to make a statement, they cannot do a damn thing. Okay? You can refuse to be video interviewed and everything. So just be very careful about what you do say and what you don't say.
Yeah. No winning. City,
every time we drop it on them, heaven say we go. Christchurch, Cannabis down south. Can't nobody do it down in C-City, Every time we drop it on them, heaven say we go, Yo, Christchurch, Cannabis down south. Yo, in the house and I put it down. Naughty in the north, now I'm back, I'm living southbound. It's Queen City, baby, and we ain't taking flag. I'm a reason for crazy, a locomotive on the track. The urban drama ladies, collab with KOE. Lyrical giant, never follow, no tyrant and sea. It takes to shake him up and see city crazy. Judging out of jurisdiction on the things I'm doing lately. But you will never face me, cause I'm a generally hitting all these islands just like a decimal. Or you don't get the point? I'll make the big adventure, smoke it just like a joint. And I twist the words up like a scripture. But you can call me God, dreaming in a fantasy. But you know that living hard, hallucinating ecstasy. But I'm from good and new, tell me, are you hearing me? Urban drama, he's a giant, respects KOE. Do it down in C-City, Every time we drop it on them, heaven say we go, Yeah, we cool, baby, you know what it is. Hey. Can't nobody do it down in C-City, Every time we drop it on them, heaven say we go, Yeah, here we go, And for well, tell them, hey, yo.
I'm in the state of mind, I gotta skate and grind. Not on the board, but on these tracks I rhyme.
Yeah!
Finally on the hook, I gotta get that 8 times out of it. Love to do it live, I know I gotta do it and represent me, so I spit it fluently. Yes, I am from B.O.B., I live in Cannabis. The home I'm Sayuri from 1 of 3 from KOE.
Hey, yo, what up?
Legion 8, I see, I think the rules from the family tree. I'm going from the hills and down to the sea. My wife is hating me, the things that she ain't see. But if I raise I'm feeling tip top and I let them hear hypocrisy. New Zealand living well, I felt I went to jail 54 days to see, so all I see is swell. Standing like a tree chainsaw, I'm about to fail. To the tail on the trail, I would never tell.
Ain't nobody do it down in C-City, Every time we drop it on them, heaven see we go. In the house. Christchurch, Cannabis down south. Can't nobody do it down in C-City, Every time we drop it on them, heaven say we go, Shout out Christchurch, you know what it is. It's been a long time, man. What a great place we're in today. The sun is shining. Just been over there looking at the CCTV buildings. The fucking, man. It's been a long time.
And some of the benefits that would be associated with the legalization of cannabis, either from a privatization standpoint or just as a purely medical thing. So, like a clock, our bodies need to be able to operate without anything telling it what to do. So a clock operates the way it does because of the way it's designed. You know, its parts are put together the right way, they're designed the right way, and the clock just goes, and our bodies are the same way. And part of how our bodies control itself is through the use of hormones. So hormones are chemicals that change the way our bodies operate. And another class of hormones that we have are what are called endocannabinoids. So endo meaning inside, cannaba meaning, cannabis, and oid meaning in the form of. So our bodies actually have a whole bunch of these endocannabinoids that it uses to control various things such as hunger, stress, memory, and so on. And anybody that's smoked a joint knows that smoking a joint affects all 3 of those things. I mean, that's not an exhaustive list by any means.
Yeah. This is two-tone. Yo, man, tired of all the wars. Tired of seeing people cast down into the floors. Tired of seeing rich people profiting off the poor. So tired that I found it started to lose touch with who I was. Look at the way we're always saying bad things about each other. Talking all day like it was cool to be banging on another. Teaching youngins that never knew any better. They can have what you have, but in fact you actually have nothing. No morals, no respect. Without it, what did you expect? That the world would roll over and give you just what you wanted. You have to work hard for these things that you wanna get. See, what I do is art, but all these rappers are fucking it. What the fuck is the point in talking nice? Why the fuck did I ever stop the fight? When I die, I want my gravestone customized to hit whoever killed me and how they did it written on the side. Cause I don't plan on being easy. I don't plan on being kicked down on my knees forever kneeling. My plan's to break out from these feelings and make the entire fucking race of human beings begin their healing. Cause I have no excuses not to, but nothing better to do. How could I turn my back on you? Wanna come along with new views, and when I speak truth, so everything you hear is new. It's like there's a responsibility for humanity to pick each other up whenever they drop to their hands and knees. Say so long to all of them bullshit vanities. Be gone, judging people because of salaries. I'm too tired to fall asleep. I'm so tired but I never dream. Any visions deeper inside of me, showing demons deeper inside of me. As time passes, I look at the glasses half full. It's assholes like you who are gonna spill milk, crying about it all day like nobody hears you. Till somebody real comes at you in the rear view. They start telling you stories that can really scare you. Reality really pressing relevance to the real truth. Relevance raised right next to those things that nearly killed you. It doesn't matter what you will or what you won't do. It's like, okay, look here, all of a sudden I was like 24 and already I'm an ex-husband. I'm getting divorced, got a couple of youngins and I'm waiting on child support to come take all of my funding. My bills are unpaid, I gotta do something, need to bump up the wage. But corps just keep on coming, it's simple and plain. I'm tired of running, got me going insane and the jest is no longer laughing. I'm too tired to fall asleep. I'm so tired but I never dream. Any visions inside of me, showing devils deep inside of me, showing devils deep in their front of me, showing me a side of things I've never seen. I'm too tired to fall asleep. Said I'm too tired to fall asleep. I'm too tired to fall asleep. Yo, Jolly Jester. Shout out to all the acts that have turned up today to support the J-Day. Enroll, vote, and make a change. It's about that time.